Huh.
Good morning.
Oh,
May just be us, but that's okay. It is what it is. It was a pop up, and then, like I said, we'll just do us. And then,
yeah.
did you happen to see in our community, Kate gave us a thing. She's like, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
And here's my list. I was
Good.
like, I love you so much.
Yes.
It's like,
I love it.
thank you. I wish other people would give us the laundry list of things. Please give me the laundry list because I promise we will get it.
We'll help you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I have created some templates for travel agency. So I'm starting with the travel agency
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
for email. That's what I was working on yesterday. ChatGPT was really making me mad, and I was like having to be like, stop telling me this. This is how I want it. And they're like, no, I think this is how we should do it. I don't care what you think. This is what I want. I was like, you're
See,
really pissing me off right now.
That's how we are. We're like, no. That's not how that's going to go. This is how we are going to do it.
Yeah.
All right. I got us one coming in. So give us. Hey there, Miss Sunshine.
Good morning. Well, I guess it's afternoon almost. It's still morning technically.
Am I 2 minutes early?
I mean,
what
yes.
What is the world coming to, Rena?
I might have rubbed off on you.
When you go woo, you've rubbed off on me, okay?
Totally true. Totally true. I love this. Oh my goodness. Yes.
I'm just gonna send this out to
it is rainy here today. I'm not gonna lie, I have been on the struggle bus. I have had all the things to get me rocking and rolling, but whoo, buddy. And like Amanda and I were talking a minute ago, chat has made us a little aggravated. And I even fought with the Ask AI this morning, and I was like, no, I'm right. Remember, Rena's right.
But don't tell me I'm right, Rena? Don't sit there and tell me I'm right. Just give me the answer. Don't play games. I know I'm right. You don't have to tell me yes, you're right.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, I think that's one of my things that drive me the craziest is like, oh yeah, you caught me.
Right.
I don't need to catch you. I ain't your mama.
So fun. Mm-hmm. While we're waiting for everybody to get in here, I just wanted to say real quick, Amanda, how great you and Rena are together. I talk to Rena almost every day. She probably tells you that. And I have like sang your accolades. So you two coming together has been phenomenal to watch. And it's been so helpful. And it's going to get me on the path that I need to go on. So anyway, I just wanted to say that to you publicly and anybody else is in here. If you don't know these two, just know that you have a dynamic duo here. So hang in here and enjoy the ride.
Will you post that in our community so we can use it for like testimonies?
Absolutely.
You know how you're learning so much, because just hearing that feedback and knowing that, you know, what we are doing is actually making an impact on your business is why we're here. Right.
Absolutely.
So thank you for that. Sure. I love my partnership with Rena. We're going to meet up. Hopefully one day. I was telling my husband, I was like, they're not that far away. That's right. We can meet up.
Actually, so what's really fun, and nobody really actually knows this, so we won't tell people. But Amanda's not super far, and then Sunshine's not super far from me there. So I'm sitting here going, I think I might need to make this well-rounded trip.
Where do you live, Sunshine?
I'm in Georgia.
Where in Georgia?
Right outside of Atlanta. I'm probably about 30 minutes away, depending on where we're going in Atlanta.
North or south of Atlanta?
So I'm horrible on direction. So I'm near Alabama.
Okay, so west. You're southern.
I'm West Georgia. Yeah, I'm West Georgia.
Okay. I am Knoxville, really almost Pigeon Forge area.
So. Oh, okay. So I'm originally was born in Tennessee, so Oak Ridge area.
Oh, my husband works in Oak Ridge. Yeah, he
Oh,
works at Y12.
what? My cousins at Y12, we're a big Y12
Yep.
family. So yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, he was a nuclear mechanic on a submarine
Oh,
on
that's
the
so
reactors.
cool.
So then now he works here. So it's really cool, like how his work has.
That's
It's still
great. So
there.
my
Mhm.
grandfather was there when the atomic bomb was done and made. So
Wow.
yeah, my mom
Yeah.
has stories of when the secret city was there and everything was all about. We've got to talk offline. That's awesome.
Yes, we
I
do.
love it.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Oh my gosh, I
We
love it.
drive to Atlanta often because we are a Disney family. So we travel
Okay.
down through there to
All
go
right.
there.
Well, we're meeting
Yeah.
up. It's inevitable. We're going
Yes.
to meet up. Yeah.
Yes. That would
Perfect.
be amazing.
All right.
I love this. Such a small world.
All right. I love this. This is so much fun. Okay, so welcome to our Q&A, ending up our 4-day challenge. This was a pop-up surprise, so it is okay that we don't have as many people on here. The purpose of this call is to get your questions answered. And if you have no questions at all, not a problem. If you have questions, great. We want to get everything finished, everybody in the processes. If you have some wins, we'd love to hear the wins, but we also want to hear those in the community. So there's big things for you to know. We have a bunch of things. So I'm going to go over some terms again. We have a Facebook page. Growth and Strategy Lab. It's a page. Then we have a Growth and Strategy group on Facebook. And we've talked about these groups, when and who actually owns Facebook groups. Not us. Something happens and they take those groups away for whatever reason, or they shut down an account for whatever reason. We lose those things. So that is why we have communities, right? And so all of our replays and all of that stuff is in the community from the Growth and Strategy Lab community. Okay. And it looks like school. So we put that up the other day. Looks like school. You can use it on your phone, on the Go Collab app. It's KOLLAB. Other thing to know, we have a Go High Level or Lead Connector app. And that, once you get things set up in your business, you can go over to that app on your phone and work your business, talk to your contacts, post to social media right there. Okay. All right. Without further ado, in case you didn't know who we are now, I mean, you've had a whole 4 days with us. This is day 5. So hi, I'm Marina Bennett. This is Amanda Marie. And we are here to answer questions. And again, if you don't have questions, then we will just go through a working session and just do what we're working on. But that might not be any fun to you. So you may want to get your question answered first before we dive into something like that. Anybody have anything that they're like, man, I would love more clarification on? And then I need to, let's see, let me pull up our, oh, you're on mute.
So also, Kate had a ton of questions. She can't be here, and they might be questions that somebody else has. So
yeah,
if nobody else has questions, I have it pulled up right now.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
We can go through those, but please unmute yourself, like literally anything. If you need us to show anything, share our screen. If you need to get on here and share your screen, let us know. We want to help you make sure that you have everything that you need.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to?
Yep.
And then you can read out. It looks like there's a lot of people who've responded in those comments. So I haven't seen them all. So I'm going to look at them with you and we'll just kind of respond as we go.
All right, perfect. So the first one is, can a domain be purchased later, right? So yes, you can always purchase a domain later because it's in the AI Studio. you can just use that link as the preview link. It is a live website. You're just going to have the Vibe preview at the end, which is fine because you can still customize it at the beginning. So it still looks like it's a legitimate website. I mean, it is a legitimate website, but you don't necessarily need to have your domain then. One thing I do want to say though with that is when you don't have a domain and you have a form, and I think I said this before, and you are using the Strategy Studio blah blah blah, blah link, okay, and it's connected to your form and somebody fills it out, it is going to show up in their spam, in their junk, and it is going to be red, and it's going to say, do not open this. It may be, you know, they may try to take your information, and that is obviously something you don't want to pop up. This has popped up several times with some people that I've created forms for when they do not have an actual domain connected to it. So keep that in mind if you have a form that's there, because that will happen until you actually get your domain, because everybody is using that one link, and that's how it shows up in a Gmail or Yahoo or whatever it is. Anybody have questions on that?
And I just found, I don't know, the other day, and I have it marked. It's a YouTube piece that is talking about how to make it more deliverable, because we have talked multiple times about warming up your algorithm. Yes. I'm still sending emails, and I've had my domain for quite some time, and it still goes to spam for people. So, you know, it's going to do that, but it's the consistency of getting the stuff up and then asking those people if they see something to go ahead and say it's not. So that way it helps get that squared away. So those are big things.
Yeah, definitely warming up the email. I know one of my girls is on here right now. She had, do you have questions about the email? I always mispronounce your name, so I'm not going to Migdalena. I always mispronounce your name, so I apologize. But I know you had issues with your email. So let me know in the chat, or if you're able to unmute, let me know if you were able to figure those out, or if we need to go through more of that.
While we're waiting on her to respond, so I had responded a couple of Kate's questions here, and then in those responses, Katrina asked, "These are fabulous questions. Can we get a shorter step-by-step guide?" And then my question was like, specifically for what? And because I'm saying everything that we're doing, it's really your goal. What are you looking for your business? What you're looking for might not be what Amanda needs, what might not be what Kate needs, what might not be what Donna needs. Okay. So we want to be cognizant of that. So the basics of like an automation is putting in a trigger, tagging the people, and doing the action. That's the basics. Now, we've covered way more advanced stuff than that, but that is truly the basics of the things. A website for us, if you're going to make your own website under sites, you have to drag and drop all the things. So you need to know what you want on your website. If you have an inspiration and you're like, hey, I really love this website, you can use AI Studio and say, use this for inspiration, use the layout, those types of things. You have to verbalize the things that you want. So I don't know of a way that you can actually do those things in a step-by-step manner. I do plan on making like short, like if the girls that are with me know, I love making short, like 2 to 5 minute videos. Like, this is step 1, this is step 2, to go through, and it'll be very specific. So if you need to know how to set up an automation, I'm going to do that. We're going to work on that over the next few months, where you'll see, I forget what it's called in here, but there's one, I think it's one of the first courses in the learning section that will be step by step, like
where do I connect my social media account? How do I do this? How do I do that? And it'll be, so you can just go through the do that.
Mm-hmm. If you
All right.
have the Nerd Lab, I have pushed out to you already. It's the Command Center, Nerd Lab Command Center. So there's a quiz there. You take the quiz, and I have created videos, and they are step by step of what to do next. The whole, like when Amanda went over day one, all the buttons and all the things they do. That's what my my first video is what do all the buttons do, right?
Yeah.
And then, it's all of the pieces, but you have to take the quiz or go to the directory and it will tell you, okay, do you want to make this? And then you go here and it gives you the high level overview of how to do the things.
Yes. And if you're with me, I did create already several short videos on mine as well in my other community. I might just move them over. It was called something else at the time, but I'll make sure to start working on those. Yeah, so you just need to make a form. That is so easy. I believe we did that in day 2.
Mm-hmm.
I know you weren't on here for the other couple days, but I can absolutely show you quickly if you need to see now, if you'd like, how to create a form, because I create forms like every day. Everybody, we always need a form. It's so quick to create one.
And that was one of the questions that Kate was asking. Are there particular steps that you should use when creating a form or a page when you're adding it to a website? And I would tell you, if you're AI Studio, you need to know what you want. And especially if it's a contact form, you're going to want however you plan on contacting them, right? And so inside of that contact form, make sure you have that created so you can take the link and give it to the AI Studio, unless you're going to do it yourself. And that's a whole nother ball of wax. So there's that piece. Let's see.
So one thing that I would say, is there a way to do step-by-step for the form? So the first thing to do would be to create the form. And then you would put that form in a funnel if you're linking it to a site. So you put that form in the funnel. So you go back to day 2, we do have that. And then from there, you would take that link and link it in your AI Studio. So 3 steps for that.
Yes. Perfect. And Kate also asked, she has 2 completely different businesses, completely different niches. Okay. And so she's wondering if she can copy and paste forms, if she can have one created for one niche, can she use it for the other niche? And so the answer is absolutely. Absolutely. I would tell you, and that's what I said when I answered her, is make sure that, so if I'm going to do one for beauty, a beauty form, that I say beauty form, and then when I do a contact form for the other business, it's a travel business, then I say travel form, right? So you just label them differently. Same thing when you're doing your automations. As people are coming in, you're going to tag them with travel, you're going to tag them with beauty or makeup or skincare or whatever that might be. You're just going to change your tags.
So one thing too is you can duplicate a form, you can duplicate a funnel, you can duplicate an automation. So let's just say you do have a travel business and a beauty business. You can duplicate everything you've already made for the beauty and then just swap it out. So you're not creating everything from scratch all over again. You're just renaming it, like Rena said, that you can literally duplicate the whole funnel, the whole automation, which makes things a lot easier.
And I actually did that this morning. So we talked about business in a box, right? So I had a video that went up and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't do an automation. Well, I have a previous automation, and that previous automation, all I did was hit the duplicate button. And then instead of my keyword being info, my keyword is box. And that's what I told it to use. So that's the change, right? And so it was very easy to hit duplicate, change my keyword, make sure that I had the proper link that I wanted them to go to, and then we're done.
Mhm.
So yes, absolutely, you absolutely can duplicate and have multiple niches. We're just going to keep yourself organized by labeling it, because if you don't, or you don't put it in a folder, create
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, I was going to say do that. I've already got myself in trouble with that, guys. So make sure you make folders.
Yes. And those fun automations, I'm telling you, I thought, oh my gosh, I don't even know what they're talking about. Why do I need to label it like this? I'm telling you, you're going to forget why you named it a certain way. So if it's a keyword automation, put even the keyword on there.
Mhm.
Say where it's going to be. I understand it could be very long. So like mine is like Facebook comment keyword box. Facebook comment keyword, whatever. So that way I can keep up with it. And if I need to go back and duplicate that one, it's very easy to go back and duplicate. So, all right. Let's see. Kate, she said for the chat box, the chat bot that we discussed, can I upload a knowledge base from another program that I have already saved? Absolutely.
Yes.
100%. You know, we created a knowledge base from a website, right? That's what we used. But if you already know, if you already have policies and procedures, if you already know something that you have a knowledge base for, then you take that and plug that in as, so absolutely, you can totally do that. No problem.
Yeah, the more you give to a chat bot, the better, because you know, it's all, your output is only going to be as good as the information you give it. So you want to make sure you're giving it as much information as possible.
Absolutely. Let's see. Does a payment page need to be utilized if the lead magnet is a free offer without an upsell in the order to just gather emails? This is an area where I've often struggled. So no, like,
yeah, you don't have to have that.
And the way you can build it is super easy. Like, I don't know about you, Amanda, maybe you've experienced this. Like if you go to, I see them a lot in Instagram, right? Instagram, I comment, blah, blah, blah. And then immediate, they're like, give me your name, give me your email, give me your blah, blah, blah. And then after I do all that, I can get the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of resistance, because I publicized I wanted a free something, right? So if you do it up front and you just give them the link, it's more apt that they're going to click that button and fill out that information, right?
Yeah.
It, like, instead of giving them all those pauses in between, they're more apt.
So I actually have it set up as a form.
Mm-hmm.
Because and I think I talked about this one of the days, right? If you have a freebie, but you create a checkout, even if it's free, it'll make them put their card in. And that is a immediate no resistance. Like I wouldn't even do that, right? I'm like, well, why is it asking for my card information? It's supposed to be free. So that's why all you do is you set up a form just with their name, email, and then you set up the automation. Once the form is submitted, they get this and it gets sent in an email to them, versus having to check out. But if you do have an upsell, there is no way around it. Or maybe there is, and I just don't know. And I'll have to look into that.
How I would do it if you do an upsell with it, and I wouldn't do an immediate upsell personally. Okay. I would send the freebie, right, and with that freebie email, say, hey, by the way, and give them a link to grab something.
Right. Okay. And that might be.
Yeah, that would be how I personally do it. Now, there could be other ways out there, and we are always open to ideas.
So the only thing I'm thinking is they're already on the page. Maybe they put their information in and it sends it to them. I'm wondering if there's a second step that we could set up, maybe as a, right? Like, mm-hmm. So they fill out the form, and instead of it just going to email, that next step, we put it in a funnel, mm-hmm. right? Is, mm-hmm. hey, if you're interested, grab this. And that might be, I'm going to test that out. That's probably how you do it without having to have the checkout. It would go to the next page as soon as they.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that makes sense. And if you're looking just to get their information, like one of the things, and I know Amanda covered it, on your automation. So you have a free lead magnet. Let's say you're health and wellness and you're offering tips to stay hydrated for the summer. Okay. So if you're offering that, what you do is they have the link to click, right, from your automation. In that link, it has their name and their email, whatever you're asking for. As soon as they hit the button, instead of sending them to yet another page or having it auto send an email, inside of your message, inside of that thank you message, you can embed your PDF.
Yeah, that's true too. Yep.
So that is another way inside of that. So you make your checkout piece or your form, and when they click submit, that next, when you go to that next section over, that's on the submissions, and it says message or email, or I think something URL. And you can actually have the message and send your actual PDF right there. So again, it's less resistance for them to get their said thing. But then follow up with another email on your automation that says, hey, just in case you didn't grab that before you closed your window, here's your PDF. And then you can follow up with something else.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Kate asked if she could upload graphics and pictures to AI Studio, and asked that a landing page be created and similar to the picture contents. Absolutely. Again, you are taking something with inspiration. So you give it and say, this is the inspiration. I want it to be similar in nature to this. It's going to ask you, do you want these colors? Do you want these fonts? All the things, right? And then you tell it what you're looking for. So absolutely, you can. Let's see. Karen.
Somebody else had questions.
Yeah. Karen had a question, I think, or at least a comment.
You were talking about the privacy. Are you talking, and you're on today, so you were talking about the privacy policy right at the end of a form where it says like terms and conditions and privacy, right? And it's pretty easy. It's like usually like a one sentence. I actually asked Gemini. I forgot what it was. I forgot how to add it now. I'll have to go back and do that. But I will get something added for you guys that you could just copy paste over.
At the bottom of the form, there is a thing where you can actually add your own terms and conditions and pull that in as an extra bit, or you can toggle it on and put in your one sentence. You can do it that way.
Yeah, when I built my website, I had it like if they click on it, I had the verbiage and it built it into my website. But if I do a form with the privacy and whatever the other one is,
the terms and conditions,
to a blank, if you click on it, it goes to a blank page. So I need to figure out how to.
So what I did, Karen, is I made a whole funnel that was literally just my privacy and terms and conditions together, right? And so that way, every time I needed to link that in another funnel, I just used that link.
Okay, that's probably a good idea to do. Yeah, maybe we should make that as like a push it to people. We could push that to people.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't know, we can create things and push it to your account. That's how the business in a box will work. It's like all these assets we're creating for you guys to use in your business will just literally get pushed over to your accounts to use. So we'll work on getting some stuff together like that you guys can just, plug and play for your own stuff.
Your terms and conditions and all of those things are actually in that A2P compliant document, because that is a requirement in A2P.
Yeah.
So if you look at that A2P document on day one, that's where the document is, and you follow that, it will tell you, okay, open this funnel. This is what, and it will tell you exactly what they have to say for it to be compliant, because then you'll give that link to the A2P compliance box to say this is the website link in order for them to verify that you have all the things you need to be compliant.
Okay. So last night when I posted that,
Mhm.
I don't think I hit publish last night. So it
I'm
still
looking.
gives me, for my website, still gives me the 404, like it's not active.
What is the name on your website? Because I'm trying to show. I'm trying to look it up by Karen. What is your account? It's not coming up.
And studio,
Yeah.
little,
What do you have
little
your
latch
account?
nest.
Oh, Little Latch Net. Okay, that's why I can't find it. There it is.
And then my www is karenlactation.com and it's coming up 404.
Did you link it? So let me see here. So I don't think you actually published it because it still has a little publish thing up here. Do you want me to try to publish it for you?
Yes.
Okay, it says it's there. Okay, this is why. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. So you guys can see this.
Because I was yelling at chat the whole time because I was like, please do this. And ChatGPT and it was, I don't know.
All right. So can you guys see my screen?
Yes. Yeah, we can see
Okay.
it.
All right, so I hit publish here,
Mhm.
but remember you have to create, you can't just put your website, you have to make it, put the C name in front of it. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna edit this. Oh, wait, I have to create a new one actually. So let me add a custom domain. So it's going to have to be, how about latch dot, what is, can you say what it is again? I should have copied and pasted it.
KarenLactation.com.
KarenLactation.com. You purchased it through here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it should let
And
me add a,
that's the screen that we didn't get yesterday that says authorized by via lead connector.
mhm.
And so I have gone back and I have published ours and I was able to go to Katrina's and do the same with hers. So when you purchase through Go High Level, you'll get this box. Okay. Otherwise, if you have GoDaddy, Namecheap, any of those other ones, you have to create the C name all on your own.
Yep. So we actually want to set this one as primary. So now let's see. Now it works. There you go.
Oh my goodness. Thank God.
Yeah,
I have no
it's just
idea
a
how
little,
much.
it's the little things, like that's what we're here for. This is why we do these things, because these are the problems we ran into. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete these out of here. I'm going to remove this domain just so you don't get anything messed up. And then that one is just the buy preview. That one would work too. But so that'll be latch.karenlactation.com. If you want, you can change it. And let's see, does it have your, yeah, you already have that there. Love this. Okay. You can also change that. I don't know if AI created this one, but you can change it, and then you can also change that out for your logo.
Yeah, it was made by them. I didn't
Yes.
mess with it.
Yeah, so you can change that out. Perfect. So now you have a working website.
Thank you.
That's
You're
so
welcome.
exciting.
I'm so excited to see everybody like actually taking action this week. This is what it is all about. So that's very exciting to see.
Now I want to play with the widget.
Oh my
I have to
gosh.
get my number though. I have to do my number. I bought the number, but I haven't done the certification, whatever it is.
Yeah, the ATP yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does
I was
take a little
waiting for
bit.
this to happen because
You can do a chat widget without having a phone number.
Mhm.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that is something for everyone to know. You can go in there and do it
Oh,
web-based only, and people can utilize it right there through the website without actually being attached to a phone number. I thought it had to be connected, and it does not. It works without. So that's something to know. All right. What other questions do we have? I think we hit all of them in there.
Yeah.
I do have a question real quick.
Yeah.
So when I do my freebie, because you don't want to send them to your website, correct? Like if you do, let's see, what am I trying to get? I do have a freebie, so I have a form with it.
Mhm.
You just want them to do the freebie, collect their information, and that way. So do I put just a freebie.karenlactation.com? Is that how I do that?
So if you're just sending a like a free PDF or something like that, I would just create a form that automatically sent it to them.
Okay.
Does that make
So I don't
sense?
have, so I don't
So
have
you
to
don't
put anything in front of it? Like if
no
I send them
because
the link to the freebie.
no. So let me show you because I think it's just easier when you guys see what we're talking about here. And I think somebody had asked it. What was the question about the domain? You
It
didn't have
asked
to have a domain.
if a website can be done without a domain. So the answer is yes, because it will sit on Go High Level's domain.
Yep.
And so you see how that says up there, it says vibepreview.com. It's a working website. It's
Mhm.
it's up, it's ready.
Yep. So I can copy. I'll show you guys. It's the same exact website. It's just not with the other
Mhm.
domain. So you could just use that.
Right,
Same thing.
right. Mhm.
Okay, so let's see. What form do I have that I can show you guys?
Look at you with all your chatting
Literally,
with the AI.
Lord have mercy.
I do it all the time. I have all kinds of AI chats.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of what account I can show you. Like, so basically, if I have a form, let me look for a form here that I've done. Okay, this is the form here. I built the form over in Sites. I built it and then I dropped it in here and there's an error. So why is that?
It worked because we looked at it yesterday. It worked.
Okay, all right. So this is what I would just send them. I would just send them the link with this.
Yeah, I have that for my freebie.
Yeah,
Just
so that's all I send for freebies. Like I don't actually send my website. Now you could direct them over to your website after the checkout. So you can add another step here. And this is what I was talking about earlier. If you had an upsell, you could add a new step and it could be an upsell. It could redirect them to another website. You could have them actually download it right there when they hit the submit form. That submission page might just be, thank you, here's your download, and there'll be a button to it. You would just continuously add different steps.
Yep.
And I want to say that there are some that are done and added to almost everyone's accounts. So you guys make folders because I'm like, what did I do for what? I don't see any here. Maybe
So I
it's in
guess my
forms.
other question while you're looking for that is, so why would we put like guide and then .karenlactation.com for other things?
That's only when you're building a AI Studio website. When
Okay,
you
so I
are
wouldn't have to
actually
do that.
working inside of Go High Level, let me go back to that form again. You pick the, well, it automatically gives you your domain, like you connect it to your domain. So that is what you'll see here.
So at the very top in that
See
right
right
there,
there.
she's highlighting it. You see it says /60-minute build, right?
Right.
So whenever you put something new in there, a title, whatever, it will automatically do it. So it goes to the end of your website.
Right.
As opposed to going to the front, which is what AI Studio does.
Right.
Okay.
I
So
know
no
that's
need
very
to do that. And if you want to edit the end here, you can actually go into settings and you see it's like / you can edit that just, to be shorter or something. So yeah, you can do all of those things. Does that make sense?
I think it does, but that's my brain
Okay.
is muddly up there. All right. What other questions do we have? Everybody's done all the homework, right? Everything's done. Everybody's gotten their phone numbers and ATP compliant, and they're off and running to the races. Look at this. We're 30 minutes in, and it's quiet. It's quiet space. Quiet space.
Let's see. Okay, there we go.
I'm sure I will have more later.
Yeah.
Now it's up and running. I'm excited. So then I'm going to play with, well, getting my number out there and then the widget.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then get my automations. I was mad at it last night and deleted everything so I can get my website to go, and it wouldn't go. So I'll redo all that.
I mean, and you could now set up automations for posts too.
Yes.
Yep.
I've done a few of those. I haven't done a lot yet, but I am working on making that my main platform to send everything, because it's so much easier if you just say a word and then it replies back to them. And because I just had a video go viral, and it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yes, it is a lot if that happens.
And then you're missing people, right? And I mean,
Right.
your goal is to be helpful. I mean, we're all in business because we're wanting to help people. We're wanting to help people do or receive or feel differently than they do. And so, you know, when something like that happens, it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Well, this is the answer, is to have that automation set up so that way it's answering the appropriate people, right? Because of course you're going to have your hecklers that are going to be in there acting a fool. So you want to make sure that, you know, your keywords are set up in such a way that it's answering the appropriate people, and the other people just get ignored.
Right. Thanks, ladies. I appreciate it. I gotta help somebody.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye. Thanks for coming, Karen.
Welcome.
All right. Any other questions? If not, Amanda and I will just yak and do the things, and you all can ask questions as we go. Look at them. They're on the quiet mode. All right. All right. So, let me, we have our growth and strategy lab, but I know I have another. I was in so many things today. I'm telling you. So many things. All right. I'm going to switch to our growth and strategy lab. So I'm out of my account. And then we'll talk builds, because I know you're in the middle of some builds, and I was going some builds and so forth, and they can just hang out with us while we do the things and show them what business in a box is going to look like.
Yeah,
we do all the things, right? All right. I'm going to unpin you for a second, and then I'm going to share the screen, and then okay. Right. So we are looking at having calendars in here, correct?
What do you mean?
So like for our business in a box, we'll have a calendar set up, like a generic calendar.
Oh, yes, for them to use. Yep.
So we're looking for a calendar, and these were really easy to set up. I really liked how easy they were to utilize. And it needs to go away because I got this. And so you saw how we added this during one of our calls. We have the wellness one set up, and so we'll have calendars in there. Then we have automations.
I'm not sure if I got the automations, but I've been working on templates for sure.
Okay.
Of course, we can actually use some of the ones that we set up as demos to push over to.
Yes. And then this is one thing we could talk about. The affiliate automations. Okay. So we have this in here that we'll be able to push out to anyone who is an affiliate. The goal is we want you all to be able to share without feeling like you're the tech expert. We want you to allow us to help you with that. Okay. So what that's going to mean is we have, we're going to have some social media posts that are ready for you, as well as some graphics that will be here. And we'll be able to put them in the marketing tab under draft instead of published. We would just draft them. So that way, all you have to do is go in and grab it and post it whenever you're ready for it. The automation piece of that will be set up for those keywords. So when people say that they, that type in that keyword that they want to know more, this will already populate, and it'll populate with the link that they need. So that will be in there as well for the automations. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing for Business in a Box. Is each one is going to have its own folder. So you just come up here and create the folder. And then let's say, I know Amanda has been working on the travel one. So we would just have the travel folder, and then all of your automations would be inside of this one for travel.
Something we didn't touch on this week either was affiliates. If you want to create your own affiliate program, you can do that in here. And you can have multi-level payouts. So let's say you want people to earn money 3 people down, you can do that and set it up. I think it allows you to do it up to 7. I would not suggest doing that. That's a lot. That gets into MLM status there. And I'm not sure what the rules are for all of that, but it does allow you to set up campaigns and have things where you can have people push out your products, and then they're making money and you're making money. So that's something really neat that I love about this, and really being able to customize it based on the product that you're selling.
Yep. On sites, we'll have, again, the same thing. We'll have the folder labeled, obviously, for the different niche, right? And have that pre-built in there with the travel form, contact form attached. That will be very easy for people to grab, right? So that is the whole idea of making things in those Business in a Boxes very easy. We are changing things as far as pricing come July 1st. Okay. So if you haven't grabbed your Business in a Box and you want to grab that for the $47, let myself or Amanda know. We will get you square and make sure that you get access to that. It is pre-sale. So our plan is to be able to push out a couple of these completed ones to your account around July 1st. That's our goal. And that's one of those things that we're going to be working on here this weekend and next week, getting those all set up and ready to go for you.
And we'll be adding to these, like we'll continuously be adding niches as like I work with clients, Rena works with clients. As we work with different niches, it'll be added and you'll get it. Like it'll just be pushed to you. So remember, now you can get it. You get everything in there, all the niches for $47. Once July 1st hits, it'll be $47 per niche for each one. And then if you want to do the full Business in the Box, the price will go up as depending on how many are in there. However, remember, you also get to earn commission on it when you sell it.
Absolutely. Let's see.
These are all meant to help you and plug and play in your business.
Yes, absolutely. Plug and play is amazing. And then same thing for a chat widget. We'll have the basics. So we'll have a basic knowledge base. Okay. It will not be their specific knowledge base you'll have to either add a knowledge base or change the generic name in order for it to work like you want it to work. So
I'll be right back.
yeah, oh, sure. And let's see, I'm trying to think what else. We will have, because we have some of these right now that we're working on. So like an e-commerce, we have the salon, we have the wellness. So these are all just brands that will be able to push, and you'll be able to utilize for yourself. What other questions? I'm sorry, I covered my little chat box, so I don't think I can see anything. So if you say anything, I just need you to come off mute and tell me what you need to know. Something that I really love inside of contacts is if you have like all of these interesting pieces here, you can go in and as a fake contact here, you go in and you can tag people. And tagging is very important because you can actually search by that tag. And so if you want to find people, you can do it that way. Chris, did you have a question?
Yes, for your business in the box, is it like a template that I can mess with and put stuff in, or is it just ready to go?
So it will be both. So I guess is the best way to answer the question.
What was the question?
The box. It's like a plate that I'm just a little bit to make it more like me. Or is it just going to be ready to go?
I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. So basically, the business in a box, you will be able to, they will be kind of generic to a niche, right? So let's say take travel. I will have stuff set up where it will be like if somebody fills out a form, it'll be, okay, thank you for filling out your travel request form, or thank you for downloading your free guide. And they will be like emails all set up for those different things, like a lead magnet. One other thing I'm hoping for each niche, I am going to create some sort of lead magnet that you literally have things ready to go. It'll just be something generic like, maybe a clean eating grocery list.
Generic, and then okay. So that'd be generic, and then it goes to me where it's more personal to my business and my graphics and my blah 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 blah.
Yes. So basically the majority of it will be set up so you can just swap out pictures, right? And you can be like, oh, I really like this, but I need to switch it out for this, or I'm going to tell my story here, right?
Yep. And Chris, right now, what you have is you could just make whatever you want, right? Because you have the wide open system, right? So you can make whatever you want. But the goal with Business in a Box is that this takes that guesswork of all of the different steps. It has all the steps there. And then you can change it to make it like you. Business in a Box is something that you can then sell to other people. So they need to have the Nerd Lab or AM Studio in order, and then they pick Business in a Box or how we're going to have it set up as a launch kit. They pick one, and then as an affiliate, you would get that piece of the pie, right? For Business in a Box, so we're concentrating on the people who've already put those things in, right? They've already given us information about what they wanted to do and their niche. So we're focusing on those first, and we're creating those, and then we're going to push that out to the people who have purchased. And as we build, that's what Amanda was saying, as we build, as new people come on, and as we're coming out with new niches, then we'll push those out continuously. as long as
Right. So you might not necessarily need those niches, right? But that might be something that you're like, hey, take a look at all these things that are already pre-built. This would be great for you, right? And it might be like a realtor friend, or maybe it's an insurance agent or a massage therapist, right? We'll have all these things set up. I'll have pre-built websites set up that they can just, they'll get the chat bot that I created for the website. They'll also get the code for it. So they can either build it in here, or maybe they'll build it in, Lovable. There's so many different places you can build a website. Either way, it doesn't matter where they build it. They'll have these, at least a base website to go off of. Because sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, is like, okay, well, what kind of prompt do I put in to actually make it the kind of website I want?
Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah, the goal is to make this plug and play, meaning that you swap out your own photos, you swap out the business name, and then you can connect it to your social media or your Google or whatever for email, and you're ready to go. That's the goal. We like easy, right?
Yes.
We like easy. Yes, we do. So, all right. Well, I think we've done pretty good with Q&A and walking through a little bit about what Business in the Box would be for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording here.